Alright, welcome back to the SuperCoach Nuff channel. In today's video we're looking at the Bulldog Project after round 6 of the 2023 NRL season. So we scored 1,143, which wasn't too bad. I mean, it was better than what I scored in my, I guess, quote-unquote main SuperCoach team. But I've already talked about that in the SuperCoach review video. So we'll focus on this. 5,000 up in rank, we'll take that. Obviously, it wasn't the best week for the NRL team. The Souths were pretty hot. We just, I think, a bit undermanned. And then, Fox going down injured didn't help. I haven't seen the game. I was actually away all weekend, but we'll go again next week. I don't think there's anything to stress about. So let's have a look at the team and how they went. So the hookers, Harry Grant 65, Reid Marnie 70. That's very nice. Very happy with that 1-2 combo there. Front rowers, Payne Haas as the captain. And I guess with his doubled score, actually managed the same amount as Nathan Cleary. So obviously, Nathan Cleary with the C would have been ideal. But you win some, you lose some. Max King, 56, solid as ever. Happy to have him in the side as a keeper. And then, a couple of dead rookies on the bench there. That's fine. Eli Katoa, 70 in the second row. That's very nice. Lemuelu with a 40 wasn't ideal. But, hopefully he keeps that starting spot with Felice Kafusi coming back. And Jacob Preston, 34, in a well-beaten side, that's probably a flaw for him, so that's perfectly okay. Jackson Ford we did have on the bench just because of the timing of the games, but 75, that's a really great result. And I guess in more good news, we're probably going to have for kick out, and Tavita Pangai is due back this week as well. So all of a sudden we've got a lot more depth in our centre wing. Nathan Cleary was obviously the star, 158. Penrith just looking so good at the moment. So we might try and find some more of those sort of players to bring in. Joshy Reynolds with the 7. Obviously we don't expect too much from him coming off the bench. Didn't see how many minutes he played. I thought he might have had to play a few given the injury. 33 and only scoring a 7. So lots of tackles. He must have made some errors, missed tackles, a few errors, or a few penalties conceded. Okay, fair enough. But that's all right. He might drop some cash, but we're not going to be there for it, so it's okay. Matt Burton, 2 tries, sort of helped him out, get to 57, so, that's fine. We don't care how they score as long as they score points for us. Josh Schuster, he'll play his 3rd game eventually. Just don't know when. Hopefully this week. But yeah, the back line for the Bulldogs obviously limited by attacking opportunities or lack thereof. But Carraz, if that's his floor, we're happy with 51. Averillo scoring that long range try at the start, so getting him up to a 40. And Perham and Alamotti, just not getting much of a chance to attack. And especially Alamotti pushed right out on the edge, probably wasn't doing much defence either. But fortunately, we did also have the hammer, so I've traded him out in other formats and regretted it. But fortunately, I kept him in this one, and he's done the business there with a 120. Clock started 92, fantastic. Tom Eisenhuth, 36. That's sort of what we're expecting from him coming off the bench there at the Storm, playing that middle forward sort of role. Travojevic, he had a back spasm, so he should be good to go again this week. So that's fine. We're not trading him out. And Tyrell Sloan, it's a bit disappointing, but I think we're going to get that roller coaster from him. Those good games and then those games where he sort of just goes a bit missing. So in terms of how that shapes us for this week, the trade that we want to make, Reynolds out and Nico Hines in. Alright, we still need to find 36k to make this happen. So, what are our options? Um, just looking through the team, you know, happy with the hookers, happy with their starting front row. I think collectively our back row is good. Katoa, I guess the three sort of keepers, and then the cash cows. Lemuelu's that swing man, which just gives us extra flexibility. Happy with the halves. So it's really in the centre wing and fullback sort of slots where we might be looking for a bit more out of them. So I think it's going to come down to one of these guys, and probably just because of the higher break even, I'm pretty sure it would be on Alamotti. But we'll just see what we can do, given he does have a lower price point as well. I guess Tyrell Sloan is sort of handy to have as that backup option here. And so it could come down to something as simple as, depending on the replacement for Addo Carr, we could be bringing Ockenbaugh in, so 280k. And he's only dropped 18k this year, but obviously his scores recently have been impacted by him playing that bench utility role. So even if you look to last year, 22, yeah, no, I can't look that far back because I'm not on SuperCoach Plus. But yeah, like you definitely, there was a few games last year where he was playing off the bench, that sort of utility role. But when he's been a starter, he has been close to 500k because he runs, he breaks tackles, and especially this year, if he's playing on that left edge, there's always a chance of getting over for a try. So ideally, that's how it will work. It could be Braden Burns, which would sort of stuff this plan up because we can't afford Braden Burns. But yeah, that's sort of, I guess, the way we're leaning at the moment. So if we just complete those trades, and then from here we swing Lemuelu back. Although actually, I think after I set this up the way I'd like with our preferred starters, I don't think they're actually going to be too involved, to be honest. So Pangai, yeah, Avril, Ockenbaugh, no, Hines, and kick out, yes. So yeah, the team's going to shape up something like this. So Grant and Marnie, cool. Um, yeah, the Bulldogs play last again this week, so having Marnie there is fine. Haas and King, solid. Katoa, Pangai, Preston, whichever order. I think the Warriors play. Well, like I said, the Bulldogs play last, don't they? So maybe we can just do something like, maybe we put some respect on. No, actually, Preston's earned it. These boys can earn it off the bench. So that's pretty decent second row when you look at it. Cleary and Hines, and I think Cleary's the obvious captain choice this week, so that Hines can stay on the bench. Burton, yep. And then the back line, Carraz and Perham. So the Bulldogs play Parramatta this week, which I think there'll be some more attacking opportunity. Because otherwise this could be Lemuelu quite easily. But I'll give Perham a shot. But yeah, other than that, these three I think you could almost have as keepers if you wanted to play it that way. And yeah, Tommy Turovic, he said he's good to go, so no doubts there. So that's how the team's looking. It looks a little bit better, I think. But that's also given the fact these guys we've been holding them, even though they've had a heap of cash on them, particularly Pangai. Um, yeah, I guess one to keep an eye out for as well as Luke Thompson. He thinks he'll be back sooner than expected, so um, yeah, we'll have to try and free up some money somehow to create that front row, second row swing, and then we'll have a really nice sort of forward pack going on. Yeah, but yeah, that's how the team's looking. if you got any comments on how you would like to, or how you would change and improve the site, let me know. Um, like, subscribe to the channel, all that other YouTube stuff. Done a few videos today, so I'm starting to forget it all. But other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.